Hey everybody, it is Monday, April 21st, 2025. It is 1:30 p.m. in my locale. This is your mid-afternoon, early afternoon update. It is 80 degrees here in Florida City, Florida, and I haven't heard gunshots since about 6 o'clock this morning. So that's a good thing. All right. So today I had to go and re-up for a little bit so I could stay here. We're starting to pull things together slowly, okay? Because soon it's going to be time to travel, and we got to go do that. They changed my hours at the new place. I was supposed to do 7:30 to 3:30, which is great by me. I'm a morning kid. Now they want me to do 11 to 7, and I'm like, who cares? It's just a quarter-mile walk. It doesn't matter anymore. It just doesn't matter anymore. We're going to do what we got to do to get along. Okay, so, let's see. Health update. A little bit of pain last night, trying to sleep, okay? I find myself trying to go to bed 7:30, 8 o'clock, and so, it's usually hurting within about an hour or two of being put into bed. So by 9:30, 10 o'clock, there I am, it hurts. And I've taken my Aleve, or I've taken my aspirin, I've done all that stuff. So all I can do is just kind of grab my phone and flip on something to watch. And guaranteed I'll listen for 10 minutes and then I go take a nap for 40. I wake up, the phone's black, which means ran through the video, nobody answered, turns off. Turn it back on, do it again. And I can do this back and forth until about midnight. And then around midnight, I start to be able to get some sleep. The occasional use the restroom, of course, right? And then between 4:30 and 4:45, it's just time to get up and embrace the suck and feel the pain. So that's what I've got for that. I don't know what it is. I mean, it's either one of two things. Either this is what I said, and it is my skin is just rupturing and opening up because it's thin. My right leg doesn't seem to do that. My left does. So the other possibility is it's some sort of surface level infection, which is bad because I have no health insurance. So I have to figure that out on my own. Let's see. News of the day, when I woke up this morning, it was all over everything that my Periscope bot put up for. Apparently the Pope died. I'm not Catholic. And as far as I can see, the one before him was probably the nastiest individual, and this one was the wokest individual. So I'm not sure there's a loss on either side of the ball field here. I'm not Catholic. I know that I have spoken to many of my friends, and of course Miss Kerdi, who is Catholic. She has not said this, but I have heard other members of her family, and I have heard other members of the Catholic faith say the exact statement. I am a devout Catholic, but he's not my Pope. Apparently they want to go back to this pre-Vatican I thing, which kind of makes sense. It's more traditional and everything. I don't have a fish to fry in the fight. All right? That's all on them. And I can't imagine the world today, what they're going to get next. I mean, if you've seen what they do to characters in movies, can you imagine who they're going to elect as a pope? Oh, wow. It's going to be a cartoon festival, as far as I'm concerned. Maybe they should either go back and do it the way it was done right, or they should just go hang it up. I don't have a fish to fry. I'm not a Catholic. That's going to be on them. And given from everything else I've seen, that church participation was going down for quite a while. Now it's starting to go up. A lot of the young people are going there. And me personally, I'm so jaded. I think they're going there that they realize if they can just sit down for 40 minutes and flip through their phone and just pass the bucket around, oh no thanks, I don't want any, I don't have anything to put in the bucket, and then they go in the back and get free cake. I'm here for the coffee and free cake. I just got to wait 40 minutes to get to it. I wasn't doing anything else. Hey, it's free cake. That's how jaded I am. You make your own opinion. All right, so let's go to our Daily Zen poem, which really touched me right where my heart, I don't remember where my heart is. I don't think I have it anymore. Now and then, you must long for the freedom of the deep woods. I, too, cherish such thoughts. Ryoyan Taigyu, 1758-1831. And I certainly can understand that. You know, every once in a while, I get homesick, right? Sometimes I miss seasonal variation. You know, shoveling snow for Kerri? Yeah, at least I know I got the job done. Freeze my ass off at 4 a.m. before I get my first cup of coffee, or my second cup of coffee? Trees. Seeing trees with real leaves. I mean, I see palm trees all day. I see gumbo limbo trees all day. I see mahogany trees all day. I see cypress trees. But I don't see oaks and maples. You know, I don't see birch trees. I don't see anything like that. It's not, this place is not the woods. This place, you know, the free state of Florida is very nice, but unless I go north and I find woods, which is possible, I may, there's no woods here. It's kind of slough, swamp. We'll find out. I'll tell you next week when I get up to the state park. Maybe they actually have woods. That would be cool. I would enjoy that very, very much. You know, sometimes I miss, you know, the maple trees, and I miss the oak trees, and I miss walking down the paved area in Marlton to get across the street. And we were surrounded by woods. We had a density tract behind us. And going to the Black Run Preserve, or going off on my own, and I knew where there was another place to go that was wrapped around the other side of where we were. And oh my God, I don't know how many days I just either took the dogs or just me and just went, I'm going for a walk, and came back 4 hours later refreshed, more healthy, calories burned, you know, and just happy to be in tune with nature. I get what Thoreau was saying now. And so now I'm trying to figure out how to get to nature away from everybody else. So that's my goal. All right. So no more homesickness. We're going to talk about our daily, your afternoon room poem. I already pulled mine today. I do somewhere between 5:30, 6 o'clock. After that second cup of coffee, I get down on it. That is the Rune of Strength. And we're not going to read that. I've done it so many times. It just, I changed my mind. Rune of Termination and New Beginnings. The life you have been living has outgrown its form. It must die so life energy can be released to a new birth. Well, it's coming about the time for me right now. Growth and change may involve passage in the darkness as part of this cycle. Nature has the progression of 5 parts: death, decay, fertilization, gestation, and rebirth. You know, that is nature. I'm going to look real close. I don't see my pronouns are. I don't see it as a description of the cycle of nature. I just don't see it. And as a biologist, I don't remember it there either. Opportunity may be disguised as loss. Well, I'm going to lose living here. I lived here for almost 3 years tomorrow. And so that is a loss, because I really enjoy the biology here. I enjoy the biodiversity here. I do not enjoy the people here, but that is probably no big surprise to any of you. It is so difficult to simply try to get from one thing to another thing, and the people in front of you don't speak the language of the country they're in. If I went home, if you tried that no habla stuff, somebody would just turn around and walk away from you. They would just like, sorry bud, can't help you. You gotta figure it out on your own, bye. And they'd be gone. Here, I speak English and they're like, sorry bud, can't help you. You're on your own. Bye. Whose country is it anyway? Let's ponder that. So they're talking about changes, and they're talking about the auroch, a wild ox, hard to domesticate. Sounds familiar. Firm principles attached to the rune. Humility is called for. So it's firm principles. Don't give up on what is right, is I think what they're trying to say. You got to be humble. You can't say I'm better than you. What you got to say is, and we need to do this everywhere. Any time you go out into their society, you got to do it. No, you're wrong. Yes, I'm right. I'm not putting up with it. Take your nonsense elsewhere. Because I don't like people, the will to act, which is the highest barrier. To see something, to say something, to express something is pretty easy. But then you get to the will to act and it goes down. The will to act is the fear thing. I might get hurt, I might get in trouble, I don't know. I don't care. If somebody's giving me a hassle, you're not going to be hassling anybody for much longer. Because I'm going to hassle you right back. I'm going to hassle you right into ICU. I don't have that stop anymore. Because the people here are violent, and the people everywhere else seem to be violent. So I'm on my own. And personally, I don't feel like going back to a second world hospital because somebody didn't like the way I cut them off with a shopping cart because they were trying to get their Cheetos. I don't want to do that. Thanks, but neutralize it. That's it. If this was a rabid animal, and most of them are, what would you do? The animal is suffering. It's got a disease. It could hurt other animals around it. You neutralize it. You humanely neutralize it. And if we start thinking about situations and encounters with others that we see that move toward that more, I don't want to say the word violent, I'm going to say the word loud. If you realize that when somebody is screaming in your face, you're dealing with a sick animal. You have the responsibility now to protect yourself, the others around you, specifically your family, and anybody in the general vicinity, to put that animal down humanely. You have to do it. You can't just push it away and hope it's not going to infect something else. You have to do it. You have to go over the highest hurdle, the will to act. And you're going to get in trouble. It doesn't matter. You have to have the will to act. So let's see, what else? Today, Bodhi is over there, and he is sleeping, so you're not going to get your quiet moment of Bodhi today. We've gone out for a little stroll. Weather's good. I went out to the office, and again, I had to re-up, and I got to take the garbage out. He's eating his breakfast. Well, breakfast, lunch. He's a brunch dog. And what else do we have to do? I do have to put oil in the generator. I'm looking at it right now, and it's just been teasing me. I've just got to go out there and just suck it up, Buttercup, and just get the funnel, get on the ground, and do it, right? Okay. I also have done 2 classes for my insurance stuff, one of which I really got stumped. I had to take the test like 2 or 3 times, and the other one I just kind of flew through. It was easy. Whenever I seem to get stuck on these questions, I usually just go, I look at the questions sitting in front of me, and I go, now you have to think like an insurance agent. F you, pay me, and we're going to pay you as little as possible. If I do that, I get the answer right 100% of the time. So that is kind of an interesting approach. Just, which is the one that's going to have them pay the least and give you the least back? Oh, that one. Ding, 100%. You got it right. Very, very scary stuff. So, other than that, what do we got? No laundry to do. We're all right with that. We have to, like I said, I'm just going to have to go out and put oil in the generator. I got to dry the dishes from his lunchy. Okay. And then after that, it is maybe back to more insurance stuff. I still have to pack some stuff. You know, I got a hose, I got a nozzle, I've got some things I just have to stow in different places, getting ready to go. I also have to make a couple of side trips before I go. I have to go to FedEx and put some stuff in the mail. I have to go to the Walmart and pick up a few things. I'm putting off all of my shopping to the last possible moment so that I can just run to the Walmart, grab the things I need, shove them in the fridge while I'm in transport, and then I'll either be on the road for 2.5 to 3 hours until I get to my space. We'll see. It's okay. You know, we'll let you know when we get there. So, we'll probably do another video this week. I will definitely do a Wednesday. If Jack's not doing a Wednesday, I'm doing a Wednesday. And holding his place. And so, if you are watching this, please, as you would, go to Wednesdays at 6 with Jack. Just come to Wednesdays at 6 with me. When Jack is able to do Wednesdays, I saw he did a Sunday. I missed it. It's in my queue. I got to watch it. When we get back to him doing Wednesdays, then I'll let go of that and he can take over again. Okay. But other than that, from Bodie, from the old hermit, and from Florida City, Florida, but not for much longer, I really feel bad, by the way, in that I've asked them to think about keeping me on just to cut a break in my stay, and I can put paint on a fence post or anything, and they just don't seem to be interested, which means we're back to where we started. Less than and mediocrity is maintained, excellence is punished or rejected. And you want to know why I'm trying to get out of this world? Because I live in a meritocracy. You do it good, you do it the best, we keep you, we pay you, you teach other people how to do it good and better. Not, I guess you got it done but didn't get it all done. Tomorrow you can try it again, I guess. I'm not going to say the word. Wimp is the right word. The word I was going to say started with a P, but I'm not going to say that. Alright, so let's wrap it up right. If you don't take care of yourself, nobody else will. Thank you, Mom. Are they like-minded? Do they share your values? Do they have something to offer? And can they use discernment as new information comes in? Or no? Out you go. Man, we're over 4 years late to say to you, get out. No. You're not going to use my resources. You're not going to use my time. You're not going to use my... No. No. When I was talking, you should have listened. Now you want to talk to me, and I'm not going to listen to you. Go away. You had your chance. And you lost. That's it. Ladies, if you have to go out today or tomorrow, please, go as a group. Take somebody with you. Mind your children. And please, keep your head out of your damn phone. Right? There's nothing more important than watching your kids and making sure you're safe. Gentlemen, same thing. Go as a group. Essentials, not luxuries. Get in, get out, get it done, get home. Okay? There are people out there, and I'm sure you're seeing all the news about these people, especially one of these critters. They don't like you. They actually hate you. And they will do anything possible to take what you have earned because they think they deserve it. And they don't give a darn about you, your house, your kids, your wife, your car, nothing. They don't care. And they can be animals from here. I don't know, I see a lot of cars being keyed. And they can be animals from not here. See a lot of gang members being thrown out. They don't care. They just don't care. They are entitled, they hate you, and they have no problem taking what you earn because they think they deserve it. Don't let it happen. And remember what I said. Do not let the will to act be your highest hurdle. Don't let it. Do something about it. Make it stop. Neutralize the threat. Make it stop. The life you save might even be your own, right? All right, on that note, we're out of here. Carl and Bodie are going to go. Somebody probably has to go OUT. I'm sure he's got one of his tanks full. So, hey, I hope your Easter was good. Mine was quiet. Again, not with Kerri. Then again, short story long, Easter was one of the holidays that Kerri, most of the time, oftentimes, would go north on a Saturday. Sometimes where her mom was. Sometimes where her brother was, right? And the whole concept of that was Sunday morning they all go to church. Okay. Because she's a Catholic. And I would be 4 o'clock in the morning, letting the dogs out, this sounds familiar, doesn't it? Cooking the food, doing this and that, and then putting it all in the car, and then driving to meet her, wherever she was. Now, because it was Easter, most times we would be traveling tandem to go home. Her daughter, most of the time, would stay up north with grandma or uncle or auntie or whatever, because that was her spring break. If my daughter was around, sometimes she was with us for the beginning of the week. Sometimes she was with us at the end of the week. Because, God forbid, my ex-wife could let me have a week with my daughter quietly. Because she was I'm not going to say it. Women are vengeful. Women are foolish. And some men make bad choices. And that's what you get. So I hope your Easter was a little more calm, cool, collected, fun, family, like-minded family, all together, because it's an extremely holy day, and I hope your day was good. Okay? I have no idea how Kerri's was, but, hey, we'll put $100 on the table. Anybody that can connect, anybody can get to her and find out how she is and let me know, just let me know. PayPal will be your best friend. All right. So, all right, Carl and Bodie are going potty. No, Bodie's going potty. I'm taking him potty. I don't have to go potty yet. But, hey, see you later.